just on CM Punk, is there a hope that you can mend fences, for want of a better term? Like, do you hold out hope on that situation?
The whole thing, I was mostly trying not to comment on the whole situation. So but I'm wishing everybody the best and hoping for the best for everyone and hoping for the best for AEW and the fans.
I understand. I totally understand that. Just moving back to the Full Gear pay-per-view, we've got obviously the 4 a year at the moment that's moving so well for you, and you've got these special shows in between. Are you looking to add to that, or are you very happy with the way that formula is working for you right now?
I think this year was a very successful year. It's our biggest year in total pay-per-view buys with the addition of Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
And I think that's a partnership that will continue. So we had never run 5 pay-per-views until this year. And working with New Japan Pro Wrestling, we introduced Forbidden Door. So I think it showed that there are,
is that set to be annual, can we say?
I'm going to try to do Forbidden Door again. So I really want to do Forbidden Door too.
Yeah, so good. I mean, again, something to like to, you only scratch the surface, right, with the dream matches you could do.
Yeah, absolutely. You're completely right. And there's a lot of great talent in New Japan Pro Wrestling. We've had some dream matches on Forbidden Door, and I definitely think another show working together makes a lot of sense. We have a great partnership.
The other thing I wanted to touch on that had been earlier this year, and it seemed a lot of it ended up being false, right? But like, people, if they were to ask for their release from AEW, what's your stance on that? Is it like, if they don't want to be here, they can go, or is it you're under contract, or is it a case by case basis? Just to kind of clear up, I guess, misconception.
Life is a case by case basis, man. The whole life is the whole thing. Everything we do in life is a case by case basis. Every decision you make in life, there are some things that are routine and are instinctual, and sometimes that's a good thing. But some things really require nuance and thought. So if that sounds like a very, very significant request, that probably if somebody was to make that, you'd put some thought into it. So I would say everything in life is a case by case basis.
Yeah, again, I can totally understand that as well. I mean, the things I'm touching on here, right? It's been such a hectic 12 months for you with AEW, and you've mentioned, of course, Ring of Honor within that as well in the past year. What would you say you've learned the most, man? Because again, you weren't a wrestling promoter till 3 years ago or and change, and this year, like you've said, record success. But at the same time, you've had a lot to deal with on your plate and a lot of different moving parts. It must have been difficult at times, but you seem to be coming through it. What have you learned being in this position?
Well, I think the most important thing in pro wrestling by far is always the fans. And by staying in touch with our fans, by trying to provide great shows every week. And I think with a really great crew of TV wrestlers, we've been able to have, like you said, right, some record success. We've set a lot of new records in terms of our business this year, and we're going to keep expanding and keep a strong business. And I think we have a great crew of wrestlers. As I said, the last few months, we've really found a great TV crew. It's got to constantly be evolving, but it's probably been the most stable all year, just these last couple months. I would say from Buffalo through Grand Slam into our 3-year anniversary, and then our international debut, our Canadian debut, our Toronto debut, and all in one night, and the great week we had up there. And then following up on that with, of course, Title Tuesday in Cincinnati. It's just been a lot of great shows on the run up to Full Gear. And I'm real excited now on Saturday, Full Gear. I think it could be our best show of the year.
And that is some stiff competition as well, your own competition. Let me ask you very quickly about, Triple H coming to the throne in WWE. You've mentioned before that there wasn't much of a relationship there. Have you had any kind of contact with him at all?
No, not in a long time.
I don't know. I don't know why, but like, it's funny when I speak to Kenny and the Bucks, because they'd had talks with him before AEW was a thing. I don't know. I feel like you two would get on in a wrestling sense. Maybe that's just me. There you have it. I know you're a busy man. I'm not going to keep you too much longer. But let me just wish you all the best, Tony. I'm so excited to watch Saturday night. That's right, English fans, UK fans. It'll be early hours of Sunday morning. You can enjoy Full Gear. Stacked card as usual. Goes without saying for AEW these days. But I've been glad to get Tony Khan. We should do this again soon, brother. I really appreciate it. And hopefully hopefully when we do it again, maybe we'll be in the flesh in the UK ahead of an AEW show. Who knows?
That would be tremendous. Hey, thank you very much for having me today, and hopefully see you soon in person again, Alex.
Absolutely, Tony. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
This is the dumbest thing ever. And by the way, too, I had to call Tony Khan and say, dude, the belt got stolen. What? I feel like the biggest loser in the world. Here's Chris Jericho, your 28-year vet of the business, who knows how important it is to hold a title and never lose that title. And the first day I win the title, I lose that title.